Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to film today's video because we are gonna talk about special perfumes from the Thailandish niche perfume house that is called PRYN PARFUM. And I remember how I came across this brand for the first time on Fragrantica. I was blown away by the fragrances and the notes because they are exclusive. Some of them I have never seen or heard about before. So I was really obsessed with the perfumes and I was dreaming in the night how I try them out. And I was very lucky because I got a chance to meet the founder of this brand as well as the nose behind all the fragrances, PRYN Rose, at Art and Olfaction Award because one of his fragrances was the finalist in the artisan category. So he brought me the samples of all his fragrances and in this video I will be reviewing them for you. So each scent of PRYN Parfum portrays story from different journeys through eccentric ingredients. And this brand has extremely precious and artistic fragrances. And that's for they don't care that much about expensive packaging because they believe that the true value is already inside, and I totally agree with that because when you smell the perfumes you understand that they are made of such good materials. They have amazing longevity, amazing quality, as well as sillage. Some of them has also extremely good projection, and I just think that these perfumes from this brand are absolutely perfection. And I know that the perfection doesn't exist in the olfactory world, but still when I smell these perfumes I wouldn't change a single thing about them, and that is crazy. So this niche perfume house is about a mixture of heritage, tradition and art. And the first perfume that we will start this review with is called ROSUERRIER. I hope I pronounced the name of it correctly. And it is made of two words, rose and verrier. And it was inspired by Jeanne d'Arc. And I just think that this perfume represents her really well because it has three types of roses that suit both men and women very well. And the roses are from her father's garden where she saw the Archangel Michael, and spices and wood represent her great leadership, as well as incense that represent her canonization as saint by Pope Benedict XV. So the notes in these perfumes are absolutely amazing. We have Damask and English rose, Cumin, Rose de Mai, then we have Épine de Rose, Jasmine, Elemi, Aldehyde, Guaiac wood, Nutmeg, black pepper, pink pepper, Caraway, Cistus, Labdanum, Civet, Castoreum, Cedarwood, Atlas, Cashmeran, Oakmoss, Incense, Sandalwood and Ambre. So I just love this perfume very much. It definitely has magic in it. It is rosy and incensey fragrance that is very romantic, that is also strong and smoky, but it is still floral and very soft. This is definitely one of my most favorite rosy scents ever, and it is really easy to wear. It is absolutely unisex, and this is kind of a perfume that you can wear in any season and it will be appropriate for any occasion. This is just a very beautiful, really nicely done fragrance that I love very much, and that is definitely one of the must-haves from this brand. And they have just much more fragrances that we should really own, because for all lovers of fragrances out there, this brand is just a must-have to try out. And the next perfume that we will talk about is called Amalfi. And Amalfi is a perfume that was inspired by a unique town, Amalfi of Salerno, a town built on step cliffs facing a picturesque Mediterranean Sea. So we have really beautiful notes in here, and they are Tunisian Neroli Absolue, Amalfi Bergamot and Mandarin, Amalfi Lemon and Blossom, Tuscan Rose, Moss, Olive Tree, Patchouli, Ambergris and Mediterranean Herb and Salt. So this perfume acts like a beautiful, amazing ocean breeze that is salty and fresh at the same time, and it brings you beautiful herbal and fruity aromas. For example, the note of olive tree I have never experienced before, and I also really like that the salty accord is also very noticeable in this perfume, and I hate when we have a perfume and the note of salt is in the list of the ingredients and we don't smell it. In here it is actually really noticeable, you can smell it. I adore that, and it reminds me of my vacation somewhere by the sea. This is a beautiful perfume for the hot weather. You know, sometimes there are days when it is so extremely hot outside that we just don't want to put anything on us because it will be too much. This perfume will make any hot and really debilitating, exhausting day nice, bright and fresh, and this perfume will never be too much. I actually don't know how it will act in the cold air, but when it's hot or warm, it is amazing fragrance to wear. And the next scent is called Turkish Leather. So this perfume has sharp and remarkable scent of traditional Turkish drink raki, and also the queen of Turkish dessert lokum. I hope I pronounce those words correctly, but as you know, all the information about the perfumes will be in my description box down below, so please make sure that you check it out. Let's see which other notes we have in this fragrance. We have the note of leather, suede, lokum, allspice, caramelized dates, cacao powder, French cistus, grey amber, oud, and the essence of raki. So this perfume, it is kind of leathery, but in the opening it is more delicious and on the gourmand side. It has a really sweet aspect in it, but there is also something really particular about it, and I think that that is actually that accord of raki. I think that this scent will be ideal in the winter because it is really warm and deep, and I prefer gourmand fragrances for the winter when it's really cold outside. It is not overly animalic perfume though, so leather is really soft in this fragrance. Yes, maybe it is a little bit on the animalic side, but it is not a raw animalic scent, and the gourmand nuance is just much more noticeable than the animalic one. And the next perfume that we will talk about is called Jardin de Iris. And this perfume was inspired by the scent of summer garden and Japanese iris. And I need to admit that this is a different kind of iris scent, because normally I really like iris as the note in the perfumes, and normally iris that we are familiar with, it is really dusty and powdery, sometimes even really heavy. This iris is really fresh and very floral, very, you know, like fragile almost, and I think that is a particular thing about this perfume, that yes, it is floral, yes, it is powdery, but it is not dusty and very kind of heavy, if you know what I mean. So let's see which notes we have in this perfume. We have Japanese orris concrete, Japanese wisteria, purple water, lily, kodo, Japanese incense, yuzu, salt, air, sky and rainbow. So I really like that this perfume features a lot of amazing notes, and this is just kind of an airy perfume. It is really light, it is really easy to wear, it is very wearable scent, definitely unisex, kind of a floral perfume that will be beautiful on the man, definitely ideal for spring and summer, but I think it will be actually really beautiful in the autumn. I don't know how it will you know, like act when it's really cold, but when it's not overly cold, then I think it is actually a very nice perfume for the winter as well. This is just a really nice, easy to wear unisex perfume that you don't need to think much, you just can apply it and you're ready to go. And I just really like that the iris note is so different than we are usually, you know, like familiar with. So the next perfume is actually very special, and I don't want to go really in details about it because I will buy a full-size bottle of it really soon. So this is how it is called, Hikari Hikari, and this word means light in Japanese, and this is a truly light scent. Not in the meaning that it is opposite to heavy, but this is just full of light fragrance, and when I smell it I imagine a really positive, optimistic, generous and kind person. So this fragrance was inspired about Tokyo, the capital of Japan, and I just really like how beautiful and absolutely modern and avant-garde this perfume is. It is ideal for summer, that's why I really want to buy it as soon as possible. It features a lot of amazing notes, they are just so beautiful. And the particular thing about this perfume that it has the note of sake. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that is kind of a Japanese drink, and this is just a very complex and unusual scent. I love it so much. It is unisex, so if you are interested in something really unique, particular, that nobody else will have, that also will have a really strong kind of Asian vibe, then I highly recommend you try out this perfume. It has beautiful longevity, it won't evaporate really quickly when it's hot, and stay tuned and I will film a full review on this particular perfume really soon. And the next perfume I actually really like. It is called Taiga, and this fragrance was inspired by the North Eurasian and American forest taiga with extreme winter where only a few plants can be tolerated, and it is also home to the pine tree. So let's see which notes we have in this perfume. We have pine, cedarwood, amber seed, birch leaf, elemi, Labdanum, Absolute, myrrh oil, grey amber, Russian leather, cypress, Absolue, benzene and patchouli. So as you can see, a lot of balms, a lot of woods, and I think that this is a perfect scent for men. I like how it smells on me, it smells magnificent, it is not masculine, but I think that this is a minimalistic scent that sometimes men need. So this fragrance is incensey, it is woody, it is balsamic, and the opening is kind of a little bit sharp and herbal, but the dry down is much softer. But I like that it still has that piney scent from the opening. This scent is really beautiful in the summer when it's warm, but I have a feeling that it will be also really nice in the winter as well. So we are moving on to the very special perfume, and I was dying about this fragrance. I wanted to try it out so much. It is called Aksum. And this perfume was inspired by once the most powerful state of ancient Ethiopia, Aksum, located at the southern coast of Red Sea. Aksum was center of culture, trade from Persia, Central Africa, India and Egypt, and it is also a meeting point of Judaism and Christianity. So this perfume has the most exclusive notes that I have ever seen. For example, goat hair, hyrax, Assam oud, saffron, immortal, asphalt, Iranian galbanum, jasmine sambac, hay absolute, sweet beeswax absolute, tuberose, Somalian myrrh, frankincense, popanax, taif rose, cumin, turmeric, jatamanzi, costus, chantaburi oud and dragonblood. So this perfume has concentration of 50%, and this is the highest concentration the perfume that I have ever tried. And this fragrance has extremely sharp and animalic opening, but when the fragrance slightly calms down, we can literally enjoy those balms, those beautiful spices, and just glorious magnetimes that this fragrance has. Aksum is raw, extremely animalic, exotic, dark, smoky and narcotic scent. If you are into really animalic scents that are really powerful, then Aksum is something that you really need to try. And although it is really, you know, like powerful perfume, it doesn't overwhelm you with its scent. And that was kind of a really surprising thing for me, because I applied it on the really hot day and it doesn't overwhelm me. It was just perfect, and I thought it's just so great that this perfume is so wearable. This is definitely unisex fragrance. and it has gorgeous sillage. So I think it will be really beautiful for Asian people, and if you're into animalic scents, if you like the scent of wood and something really, you know, like narcotic, something that nobody else will have, then this is something that you might like to check out. And finally, we are moving on to the last scent, that is called Le Mimosa. Le Mimosa. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, I'm very sorry, but this scent is just me, and I'm really into floral powdery scents, and mimosa or mimosa is one of my favorite notes in the perfumery ever, and this is truly the most wonderful mimosa perfume that I've ever tried. So we have amazing notes in here, such as French mimosa Absolue, apple blossom, green quince, yellow pear, yellow pansy, narcissus absolute, lily of the valley, violet leaf, heliotrope, vanilla and musk. So this is definitely a feminine perfume. It is floral, it is just like a cloud of great feelings, emotions. Really beautiful floral powder note is strong in here, and this is a gorgeous scent for spring and summer. And we have two absolutes, Narcissus Absolute and Mimosa Absolute, so this fragrance has oily texture, so be careful when you apply it on your clothes. And this perfume has amazing longevity, it stays on the fabrics and on the skin for a long time, for several days, and I enjoy this scent very, very much. Just like a cloud of cheerful emotions. This scent brings me a lot of positive feelings. I like it very much and probably will order a full-size bottle of it. Guys, that is basically it for this review. I hope that you enjoyed watching it and that I inspired you to try out perfumes from this brand. Make sure that you check out my description box down below, where you will find all the information about these perfumes, as well as the official website of this brand, where you can purchase the samples or even the full-size bottles. I think that this is one of the greatest perfume brands ever, that is different, that is unique, that has really interesting concept, that where each perfume has a story behind it, and I enjoy all fragrances very much and highly recommend them to you. So if you enjoyed watching this review, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I post 2 or 3 times a week, so you will get always something interesting to watch. And we'll see each other in my next video really, really soon. Bye.